there's a direct connection between earthquakes and homosexuality. There was in Haiti. Haiti was attached to the Dominican Republic on one island. Haiti suffered far, far more than the Dominican Republic. And the difference in statistics with practices of homosexuality and per capita AIDS statistics. And then earlier today, we had the earthquake that went across the eastern seaboard, cracks in the Washington Monument, broken spires on the National Cathedral, and still many people scoff and ignore.
Well, God didn't send any earthquakes to Canada, and we've had gay marriage for years.
In New York, in Washington, D.C., where they passed homosexual legislation and ordinances, in New York City and state.
Okay. I guess I'm just a bit confused by the logic. I guess what this rabbi is saying is that God hates gays so much that when they marry, he makes earthquakes happen, which is strange coming from a rabbi, considering that God wasn't sending massive earthquakes to Germany when more than 6 million Jews were exterminated during the Holocaust. So, I mean, I'm just a bit puzzled about where you think God's priorities lie. I mean, gay couples getting married, God sends earthquakes. 6 million Jews exterminated by a madman during the Holocaust? That's fine. Really? If God can send earthquakes when things piss him off, why didn't he stop the Holocaust with earthquakes? I have that question. I'd love for this rabbi to answer this. I mean, are you saying that God doesn't like Jews? Or he just doesn't care about you?
Sodomites, the citizens of Sodom, surrounded Lot's house and demanded that strangers come out so that they may, quote unquote, get to know them. In other words, to sodomize them. The family of Lot was praying that Sodom be spared. But once they wanted to sodomize his guests, who were really heavenly angels, then they were told, that's it.
First of all, that doesn't even make any sense. Angels were genderless, so they couldn't possibly be male angels appearing at the door. And if you're saying they were male angels that appeared at the door, you're then saying that God would be fine with, like, gang rape. Like, gang rape is cool, as long as it ain't gay. So God's problem was that they were like men wanting to meet male angels, not an angry mob that wanted to rape 2 angels. So it's like God hates gays, God loves gang rape. Sort of how, like, you're saying God hates gays, God's totes cool with Jews being exterminated. And the story of Sodom and Gomorrah isn't even about homosexuality. You can look real hard, and I challenge y'all to, you will find 0 mentions of homosexuality in the story of Sodom. You won't. Actually, it even says, rather clearly in Ezekiel 16, the sin of Sodom was greed. People had stuff. They had things. They gave nothing to those without. So basically, the real sodomites of the world are those that have lots and give nothing to those without. Just saying. What a stupid story anyway. I mean, virtuous Lot, whose wife gets turned to a pillar of salt. And then he, goes into a cave where he impregnates both of his daughters. So God, hates gays, likes gang rape, and is totes down with father-daughter incest. I know what you're gonna say. No, the girls got him drunk on wine, and he was so drunk he didn't remember anything. No. I know men. And I know alcohol. If you're so drunk that you have no memory of the event, you probably weren't able to get it up in a way that you could both of your daughters and get them pregnant. Girl, I'm just saying. By the way, when you team up with the National Organization for Marriage and focus on the family and the American Family Association, those are groups that hate Jews. I mean, they do. Their whole thing is about being Christians. And they think that Anne Frank is in hell with Gandhi.